Hello, everybody. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. Man, today was a big news day. We just did a live stream about the Sony Marvel thing, and I implore you to watch that because that was a fascinating conversation. But just as that was breaking, I read this news: Matrix 4 is officially a go with Keanu Reeves, Carrie-Anne Moss, and Lana Wachowski. Guys, this has been something I've touched upon. Chad Stahelski sort of put this out there early on, and he slipped that. Oh yeah, they're working on it. I said it in the video then. I stand by it. I could just tell. A guy like that doesn't slip up unless clearly something wasn't supposed to be revealed yet. This has clearly been in the works for a while. I'm excited. It's nice to hear that now Keanu is back. I don't know how you did this without him, even if it's a smaller, big role, whatever. I think there's more to tap in this universe. I liked parts of Reloaded. I hated Revelations, whatever it was, Revolutions. Oh God, it was so bad. It just blew itself up. So I'm excited at this opportunity for them to come back and potentially change the world. That said, I hope Lana is gonna change the script and make it a little bit more sensible because man, that trilogy went bonkers and not in a fun way. Here's what the report says: Get ready to re-enter the Matrix. This is a Variety reported this and broke the story. Lana Wachowski is set to write and direct a fourth film set in the world of the Matrix with Keanu Reeves, Carrie-Anne Moss reprising the roles of Neo and Trinity, respectively. Warner Brothers and Village Roadshow will produce and globally distribute the film. Toby Emmerich, chairman of Warner Brothers, made the announcement on Tuesday. We could not be more excited to be re-entering the Matrix with Lana. Lana is a true visionary, a singular and original creative filmmaker, and we are all thrilled that she is writing, directing, and producing this new chapter in the Matrix universe. In addition to Wachowski, the script was also written by Aleksandar Hemon and David Mitchell. Wachowski is also producing with Grant Hill, to begin production at the top of 2020, so it's quickly. Warner Brothers has been trying for the last couple of years to find a way to get back into the Matrix universe, but a holdup over producing rights slowed the project down. Over the past couple of months, the studio saw an opportunity to ramp up development, with Reeves boasting a strong summer that included box office hits with John Wick 3 and Toy Story 4, and a script from Wachowski's that drummed up excitement. Plot details are currently unknown, and they shouldn't. Let's keep it under wraps. Let's be excited, right, guys? But the plot details are currently unknown, and how the role of Morpheus will be handled, originally played by Lawrence Fishburne. Some sources say the role may be recast for a younger take. The three previous films, Matrix, let's go back to that. Wait, they're going to recast Lawrence Fishburne to be younger? No, come on. Technology now can just make them younger. Haven't you guys seen the Avengers films and everything else? The Irishman? Come on, it's all possible. The three previous films, The Matrix Reloaded, and Matrix Revolutions, have collectively earned more than $1.6 billion at the box office. All three were written and directed by Lana and her sister Lily, and starred Reeves and Moss. Many of the ideas Lily and I explored 20 years ago about our reality are even more relevant now. So I'm very happy to have these characters back in my life and grateful for another chance to work with my brilliant friends, Wachowski said. The first Matrix had its 20th anniversary. They've been doing screenings all around town. And yes, that's who reps them and everything else. But man, I like this idea. Look, I know I'm up against reboots, remakes, all those things, but Matrix was just one of those concepts, that was a franchise that I think you can go back into and do some interesting things. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe all the sequels just sucked. I remember that they did suck, and I'm just rewriting my own history. But I just loved The Matrix so much, and I loved parts of, I guess, both trilogies. But the reason the third one lost me is when they just went out of the real world, and they just got stuck in Zion. And the movie is called The Matrix. And so they just sort of destroyed Agent Smiths in the world, and the fun part of The Matrix was just sort of gone. And so if they can figure out a way to reboot that world and be back in it and do some awesome action, John Wick style, bring Keanu Reeves back, I would be intrigued. I want to see it, and especially since the original creators are involved. Everyone deserves another shot. She's had some trouble making films. I love Speed Racer, but man, people did not like Jupiter Ascending. So I can see why she's coming back to try and probably make some more payments for her homes and such by redoing The Matrix. And I'm sure Keanu, he's a loyal guy. If she's coming back and saying she has a vision for this film and he believes in her, as I'm sure he does, because, man, The Matrix really put him on the map, extra loud. I'm sure he's going to come back and be loyal and be excited to come back. I know even Chad Stahelski said that too. If they got a concept and they want me, I'm there. When you make a film like that in a franchise and you make someone that much money and you have a good time doing it, you want to come back for more. So that's why I'm a little positive about this. I think I'm hoping they won't want to wreck the legacy. And how do you wreck this legacy more than Revolutions did? You can only go up from Revolutions, is why I think it's due for a treatment that can make it more excited. I liked parts of the Animatrix. I love the video game. There's just something cool about being in the world and realizing it's all fake. And then what happens? Do you try and break someone else out of it and do sort of the same similar story? There's a lot that can be done. I pitched this in my last video, and I'll pitch it one more time as I wrap this video up. I always wanted the Matrix and Zion to just be part of the Matrix. And I wanted someone to wake up and realize that even the Zion freeing, all that stuff was just BS to keep the mind from realizing they're just stuck and giving them free will in a way that it wasn't even really free will. That would have seemed depressing, but if that's how Revolutions ended, and I thought that's where it was headed with the architect and everything else, and that was all just sort of another program scheme to get you through it, and then Neo had bashed through that and then realized, oh man, I got to start over. That would have been a better ending to that trilogy for me, at least, because then you would have been like, okay, all of this was crazy for a purpose, and the Matrix is still real, and we got to go take down the Matrix in the next movie or trilogy. So they still could find, whether that's that idea or something else, there's opportunities to mine this universe and do something different with it, and still be as reinvent the action genre like the original did. So I hope they don't just get lost in the weird religious spiritual nonsense that the third one did, and focus back on what made the first one so cool, which was just blowing your mind of what's real and what's not, and then amazing action sequences and just fun story. That's really what we need to go back to in this film to make it a franchise that's worthy of being a franchise. So what say you guys? Are you nervous, excited? Are you positive on this, or you think I'm drinking the red pill too much? I know a lot of you are. But what are your thoughts? Tell me down below. Chime in. I'll be back with more videos. But man, today was a big news day, so thanks for tuning in this today. Tune in tomorrow. We'll have a live show where we'll break down a lot of this and a lot more. So please hit that subscription and that notification bell so you can be alerted when videos come. And I'll be back with more on Popcorn Planet. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.